The British government is watering down its control orders after a review called them an overreaction to 9/11 and the attacks on London in 2005. The highly controversial counter-terrorism laws included holding suspects without charge for as long as 28 days. They were the model for Australia's anti-terrorism orders. Europe correspondent Philip Williams reports.
Ever since the previous Labor government introduced control orders, debate has raged about liberty versus security. Kerry Bullivant knows the consequences all too well. He was held under an order he says devastated his life.
It's unacceptable to tag someone with this title, which is basically the worst of the worst in this country. You can't be anything worse than a terrorist, and then not tell them why you're accusing them of that.
Now, instead of 28 days, police will only be able to hold suspects for 14. Stop and search powers have been restricted. A curfew has been replaced by enforced overnight residence with electronic tagging.
The replacement of control orders will ensure that we are able to take action in those small number of cases where we're not able to prosecute or deport people, but they have been engaged in terrorist activity. We need to disrupt and prevent that.
But it still leaves a small group subject to restrictions that civil liberties groups argue should instead be tested in courts. And the opposition says, in effect, the changes are cosmetic.
Isn't the truth, Mr. Speaker, that this is a political fudge?
Police and intelligence services have long argued that for a minority these types of controls are a necessary evil, and relaxing the restrictions comes with risks.
I believe that the new system, which will not be called control orders, will be sufficient to meet need. But one has to be honest about this. It does involve diluting the protection of the public.
The revised system hasn't ended the controversy. It's unlikely this will be the last time it's changed. Philip Williams, ABC News, London.